My guest tonight is the Secretary of Education. Wow, all that education, and he's still only a secretary. Please welcome Margaret Spellings. Thank you. Oh, Secretary Spellings. Thank you so much for joining us.
Well, I'm glad to be here.
You are glad to be here. I am overjoyed that you are here. Do I see a wrist strong bracelet on right there?
You do. Absolutely. Next to my Ted Strong for Ted Kennedy.
Wow.
Yeah. So see, I know. I mean, we got both ends covered right there.
Wow. You are. I assume you're a Republican.
Yes.
But why are you wearing Ted Kennedy's thing
because
there?
He's a good friend and been a great champion.
Wait a second. You're in Washington D.C. You're a Republican. How can you be a friend with a Democrat?
Because they're
trying to destroy our nation, madam.
He's a great supporter of No Child Left Behind.
Okay, let's get right into it.
Okay.
No Child Left Behind.
Exactly.
There's a big initiative from the Bush administration.
Right.
Why can't we leave some children behind?
Because it's just not right.
You know they're going to leave us behind, right? They're going off to this place called the future that we're not invited to. Well, okay? And they don't care. They'll go.
Well, our job is to make sure they do care.
All right. I don't understand why we're helping them.
Because they're the
trying
future
to
of
replace
our country.
us.
They're the future of our country.
Okay.
They really are.
That we are the past.
Well, eventually we will be.
Now, you are incredibly proud of No Child Left Behind.
I am.
What are the goals of this? It's on a certain level, I think, a very misunderstood program.
Absolutely.
How does it help schools?
No Child Left Behind basically says we're going to find out how well every student is doing every year, and we're going to give ourselves a goal, hold ourselves accountable for every single one of them being on grade level.
What if they don't do it? Where's the stick?
Well, we hold the schools accountable for their achievement because, you know, you're a dad, I'm a mom. You know, I want my kids on grade level right now today.
So what do you do to the schools? What do you do to the kids?
Well,
can you spank the children? Is that allowed under No Child Left Behind?
And some places, well, those are state laws. And some places, states do allow for that sort of thing.
But not on, there's no federally mandated spanking.
No federally mandated spanking.
I'm just saying.
Maybe we ought to try that.
Maybe we ought to try that. Yeah.
Anyway, what we're trying to do is make sure that every child is on grade level, and we're going to do that by holding ourselves accountable.
But do you impose any sanctions on these schools?
Well, you know, we give schools a chance to serve kids, and if they don't, then certain things happen. First, the parents have the opportunity to send their kids to a different public school. Then they have the opportunity to get their kids extra help, tutoring, summer school, after-school help. And then we, you know, restructure the school or do various other things as the failure or chronic under-improvement continues.
But are sanctions the right way to fix problems? I mean, hasn't the Bush administration shown us that sanctions don't work? It's much better just to bomb these schools and then occupy them.
Okay. Don't use the word sanctions
Don't use the word sanctions?
Because let me say what a sanction is. Sometimes the school people call it that, but sanctions is extra help for the kids. Parents get some resources, federal money that says you get to get your child some help, some tutoring, some after-school programming to get them on grade level.
What's the worst case scenario here if none of this works in an individual school? What happens to the school then?
Well, there are only about 1,500 of 100,000 schools in this country that are in this chronic state of underperformance by virtue of No Child Left Behind labeling. That's at a time, Stephen, when half of our minority kids are getting out of high school on time. I mean, that's shocking, appalling, shameful in the United States of America. I mean, our kids have got to do better in education.
Has it helped?
Absolutely, absolutely. The achievement gap is closing. Scores are up. Reading and math scores have improved all over the country. We have a national education report card, and we're on the right track. We have turned the tide, but we have to, you know, do better, faster. You
say that that No Child Left Behind will be one of the top achievements of the Bush administration.
In my humble opinion, it is, absolutely.
But what about all the others? What about... Let's just list them real quickly. I'll start. No Child Left Behind. Go.
Well, it's changed the conversation in education. We're holding people accountable for the achievement of kids. Moms and dads expect that. Our country needs it. We're not going to be a thriving civic democracy without educating our people, period.
Of the two candidates coming up right now, McCain and Obama,
right.
Which one of them would leave most child behind?
Well, obviously, no one is for leaving children behind. Maybe you. Well, they're not. They're not. They're not. They're not.
I have the courage. I have the courage to leave child behind. Not all of the children, just the one that smells like bologna. You know that kid.
Yeah.
Every school's got one.
They become television personalities, so we don't really.
You know me too well. Margaret Spellings, thank you so much for joining us. Secretary of Education, Margaret Spellings. We'll be right back.